Hello everyone, this is Shayna from Kaiyuni Kreations, and thank you for joining me for this video. Today we're going to look at part 2 to the gift card holders that we created in the last video. And before we begin, I want to thank all of you who have subscribed and who have liked this video and who have shared it. And please continue to share with your friends and encourage them to subscribe as well. Now, last video we looked at these adorable gift card holders made from cupcake toppers and confetti. And this is more confetti in here. And they were done in a fall theme. And we did them in 2 designs. This is the second one, the different cupcake topper and confetti as well. And inside a different design. Now today we're going to look at making envelopes for these, as well as a box for them to go in. I went ahead and made the envelopes for this set here, and I just opted to go with a plain green. It's a nice fall green, and as you can see, the envelope fits in here quite comfortably and closes. I did make mine plain, but feel free to dress yours up, decorate it, embellish at will. And then I also made the box that goes with it, which is this box here. And you can see I continued with the the design. I put another cupcake topper on this one here, brought the confetti over, pulled the colors from the gift card holder. So it's a pretty simple box. It's held together with a Velcro snap, and it's deep enough to fit 4 envelopes and 4 gift card holders. So today we're going to go ahead to make the envelopes for this set here, as well as the box that goes with it. Let's get started. So for the envelope, I decided to go with this color here. I'm going to put this aside up here. And because it's a 3x4, so I use my envelope punch board. And the biggest size up for 3.4 for the envelope is the 3.5 by 4.5 by 4.5. I don't know if you can see that there. It's kind of very small. So we're going to do 3.5 by 4.5 size. And I need to cut out 6 3/4 by 6 3/4 to make that. So I'm going to bring my cutting board back out. And again, I will have all of these measurements for you. So we're gonna, this is for the envelope now, so we're gonna do 6 3/4. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a 3/4 mark. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that here and save this for later. And then we're gonna do 6 3/4 on this end here and cut that. So we're gonna work with this, and we are gonna save the rest for later. So we're going to bring the envelope punch board back out, and we have to score, it says here to score it at 3. So we line it up here with 3. And I need my right lines up there with 3, and you follow this line along here. And you create that indentation or the score mark. And once you have that, I hope you can see that, we're going to use this score line and place it along this pointer here. And we stick it in there. So the score line is there. And then you create the next score line. And you keep doing that until you are done. And I'm going to go ahead and punch it out while I'm here. I should have done it on the other side, but I'll go back. And you make the final score mark. Punch that out. Let me go back and punch this out. Punch this out. Ooh. Okay, I went through. And we're going to make our envelope now. So we're going to go ahead and reinforce and burnish. And burnish. We have the other side. And then we fold it in. It works. It's going to fit this way. Let's make sure it fits in here. So it fits. So we're going to go ahead and glue it down quickly. carefully. You don't want too much excess glue. Spread that glue out. And that's it for the envelope. If you want, you can round the edges off or not. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. So we've got these two here. Envelope, your envelope and your note card. And we're going to put these aside because we still have to make the box. So you will need, this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. It is a 110-pound cardstock from by Recollections at Michael's sells. And then I also went ahead and pre-cut the strip. This is 8.5 by 3.5. And then we have 3.5 by 4 3/4, 3.5 by 4. And this one also is 3.5 by 3 3/4. And then we have our two strips for the side of the box. They're 1 1/4 by 4 3/4 each. And then this little yellow strip that goes outside the box, it's about 3 inches by 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to go ahead and start with the base. Now I went ahead and I pre-scored these lines. And just to show you where we're at. So the first score mark I did at 1 3/8. And then we did it at 5 1/8, 6.5, and then 10 1/4. And I will have these listed for you down below so that you can try it on your own. And then here we did it at 1 3/8 again, 6 1/4, and then 7 5/8. So we're going to go ahead, I marked off the places that we're going to remove, so with all the X's, and I actually need to remove this strip at the end here. So let's go ahead and do that. Dry run, so the shorter flaps will come on the inside like that. And then I wanted this one here to come beneath to support it. And then we're going to tuck this one in. So you can see it's fitting there. Like that. All right. So let's go ahead and apply our glue, and then we'll deal with the top. So we're going to glue it in the bottom of this flap here, this one, and this one. And just like we did before, we're going to fold it in, get that in there. Get a little sticky, but we're going to stick with it. Use our bone folder to get the edges down in there. And then we're going to do the side down now. right. Yeah, maybe that should be enough. Didn't take much off. Actually, some come up. So it's about 3/4, not much. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue it and fold it in just to have a little bit of reinforcement at the top. We're gonna use our bone folder, spread the glue around in there, and make sure that stays nice and flat. Okay, so now while that is drying out, we're gonna go ahead. Now this only comes up to here. I need to extend it over. So that is why I have this one here. And we had burnished it at a 1/2 inch. I'll tell you exactly how we did that. So we did it at the same 1 3/4, and then we did it again at 3 1/2, and then at 4. So it's basically 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1/2 inch. We're gonna angle this end in, as well as that end, because I wanted it to go on the inside here. And there we go. So that makes our little flap for the front. And not to worry, we're not gonna see any of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. I didn't have a long enough piece of cardstock, so we're gonna have to put it together. So we're gonna lay it down inside here, and I hope you can see. Burnish it down so it folds over, and we're good. All right, so basically we have the shell of the box. Now we're just gonna make it pretty. So we have the skeleton here, really solid, glued together. So let's do the back. Now this one here, I've deliberately cut it in a little. So I'm gonna have that little border. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. And you can actually use, your double-sided tape, as well as the wet glue. So we go ahead and make sure this, lines up. Leave me that little border. I think we've got it. And this end here we fold over. Spread the glue around. And then it will bend. And we're gonna, nope, not this one. This one here for the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that. We're going to make sure we line it up where I can have that border. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead, actually I want to go ahead and do inside here. So this is why I had this strip, just to kind of continue it. So we're gonna do it right this time. So I kind of prematurely, I marked where it needs to fold, so I don't have that issue again like on the cover. So we're gonna burnish it ahead of time. And then now we're going to glue it down. Okay. So I'm going to just bring it as close as I can to the edge here. I don't want it to overlap, to be just inside of it, like that. I'm going to go ahead and spread the glue out. And of course it's already been burnished. So I think it is coming along. Ooh, get some glue in there. And even if it spills open, that's okay. Just get some. All right. Wow. This is drying still. I'm going to go ahead and just do it like that so we can get that crease. All right. So let's go ahead and put the front together quickly. And I'm going to go and grab another one of these toppers. Only need one. And my confetti. I think a nice gold and shiny leaf. So we're gonna have something like that. Let me remove this. There we go. And just go ahead and smooth it out a little where it left that ridge. And just a simple design that stands out against there. So let's go and punch out we're going to get our little ribbon edge here, like so. And you can do this by hand with the scissors, that's fine too. I just had my little punch handy. Actually, we have the holders, the gift card holders. And we have the envelopes that go with them. I'm missing one. So we have the gift card holders, and we have the envelopes that go with them. And you know what I do need to add is the little Velcro dot. And I'm going to use these here. And again, you always do them together. So you put the two together here, you match them up. Remove everything, so you only glue them in place once. So I'm gonna actually put it on this side first, put that up there, and then just bring it over to where I want it, right there, and just line it up and let that sit for a minute while it dries. I'm gonna actually separate them, so it's gonna stick down there just like that. So that is in. That's how you secure it. And we're going to go ahead and put these in there. Make sure everybody fits. So they fit nicely in there. And then we have the envelopes at the back. Hey. Line up. So those get in there. See? They fit nice and snug. Space in the corner for something else if you want to stick something in there. And here we have it. They're all in there, so it's still going to keep drying. So we have this one here that is complete, and the box came together in the end. And then we have the first one. And that is what we have for today. So once again, I want to thank you for joining me and for sitting through this video. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also to like this video and to share it. And I'll see you next time where we're going to try a different project. Bye.